Hi, I'm Danny,
I'm Sam.
and this is
Business in a Brew. We'll be pouring over business stories,
and talking about things that interest us in the world of business.
so we'd like you to just take a few minutes out, listen.
Yeah, we'd love it if you join our conversation with us. Hello.
Hi.
I'm really excited
Why?
because today I'm going to share with you a list of weird and wonderful businesses that have worked. So usually we'll pick a story to tell each other and we'll talk about that. But when researching, I fell down a rabbit hole and came across some super weird businesses that I cannot believe are successful. So I did come across some weird ones that fail, understandable, but these are weird ones that have endured.
Right.
So
Okay.
there's not a lot of facts, there's not a lot of data. This is just me sharing weird concepts with you because they amuse me.
Concepts.
Yeah,
Not
well,
products.
No,
Are the
sorry,
concepts sometimes?
services or products.
Okay.
Concepts as in things that are
Okay.
businesses.
Yeah.
They are businesses. So I'm going to wow you with these, and I've not told you any of them because I would like your genuine reaction to some of these.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to start small, literally. Okay, so I'm going to start with Pet Rock. And I think everyone is very familiar with Pet Rock, but the guy who invented Pet Rock apparently didn't want the trouble of walking it or feeding it or shedding hair everywhere, and invented the Pet Rock as a joke. And it's massive.
Has it got a face on it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's got little boogly eyes.
Okay.
You can literally have a Pet Rock. It's huge. That is a thing.
So, can you tell me more? Like, do they come in a box? Do they come in a packet? Do
They come in a box. You get a little box, and you open it, and in it there's a rock with a little face on it, and that is your Pet Rock. And that is a viable thing.
Where do you get those from?
The internet. From
Is it like an
petrock.com.
Etsy thing? Or is it
There's probably there's an Etsy version of everything. It's probably not the original Pet Rock, like with the TM next to it, but it's a Pet Rock.
Okay, but you could effectively
You could
find a pebble on the beach, put eyes on it, and a smile.
and sell it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to do a good smile.
Okay.
It's got to look cute.
Mhm.
Maybe you could name them and make tiny little Pet Rock birth certificates. What's a business? There's a market.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, my next one.
Mhm.
Potato parcel. In Texas. This is not a joke. You can genuinely go on there and ask them to customize a potato with a message of your choice, and then they post it to someone. But the weird bit is, you receive a potato with your very personalised message. So, hi, Si, I'm sending you this potato.
When you say personalised message on it.
Yeah, they get a pen and write on a potato.
Oh.
Yeah. But from that point onwards, the potato is useless. So you're not even sending someone something they can make into soup.
They
You're
can
just
peel
sending... Well, I think the ink probably goes through the peel.
No, I don't think
Really?
it would. Yeah.
Let's experiment. I'm going to contact Texas and buy you a potato with a personalised message. Hi, Si, this is a test potato.
Right.
That'll probably cost me a fortune to send that all back to the UK. You peel it and tell me if it's still edible. And if you die from potato ink poisoning, it's not my fault.
Oh.
I'm
Do you have to sign some?
formally devolving
Do I have
responsibility.
to have an end user license agreement?
That would be great. Yes, thank you very much. Okay? These two are normal, but they're not normal. Animal related. Hire a goat. So this is for people who don't want lawnmowers. You can just get a goat. What? That's a thing. You can just get a goat.
Is that the
and
name of the company? Hire a goat.
it just wanders around your garden eating your grass. Also very good for eating overgrowth like thorns and things.
Okay, yeah, great. But also every other plant in the garden.
Possibly your children too. Goats are greedy little things. Yeah, you can hire a goat.
So how long has that company been going, you know?
I told you I didn't write anything down. I'm just very excited about the businesses.
Okay, hire a goat.
I want to do a second episode where I explain the actual details behind all of these companies.
We'll do a session on each one.
An addendum. Okay, the other one on the theme of hiring animals, hire a chicken. Just one. For people who are interested in fowl owning, you can hire a chicken. Yeah.
Right, hire it and give it back live.
Yeah. Like you just cuddle it and stuff.
Oh,
Like you bring the chicken in, give it a little hug.
yeah.
You play with it a bit. You think, is chicken owning for me? I don't know if chicken owning is for me. One seems quite manageable, which is a foolish.
Chicken or a hen? Chicken or a hen?
I mean, it's literally called something about chickens. Rent a chicken. It's called Rent-A-Chicken, like Rent-A-Ghost, but with chickens. So they've specifically said chicken, but one supposes you could assume you could ask for a cockerel or a hen.
You think so?
I don't know.
The difference between a chicken and a hen. Chicken actually hasn't laid an egg, but a hen has.
So like a mature and an immature?
Not necessarily. Well, yeah, I suppose so, yeah. Because a hen becomes a hen through passing one egg through its cloaca.
It's what?
I think, yeah.
Say it again.
They have one opening. And it's kind
cloaca?
It's mixture.
You are putting me off eggs. Stop talking. I want to eat eggs again. It's my only protein source. Please stop talking. Anyway, there's an egg. Right, it magically appears under the chicken. Okay. Whatever.
Thanks.
Cuddle parties.
Okay.
That is a thing.
Is this for adults?
Yes, it's for adults. What a weird question. Yes, it's for adults. So you go, and there are 3 stages to a cuddle party. Okay. The first stage is you create boundaries and connections. Boundaries are important in a cuddle party. The second stage is a welcome circle and basic skills. As if most people are underdeveloped in the hugging arena. You know, like whether you windmill or just arms up like a child. I don't know what the basic skills are, but there are basic skills. And then the third part, and this is my favourite, freestyle cuddling. You can just go around cuddling. Some people just like to watch the cuddling. Some people like to be involved in the cuddling. Some people are more a giver of a cuddle. Some people are more a receiver. And it's people who are deprived of affection but don't want a relationship. They can just go there and get their little cuddle dopamine hit.
Wow.
And they're all over the world.
No.
You get them in the UK. Even us.
I've heard of laughing parties.
Non-touchers in the UK want a cuddle party. So I'm thinking that might be cool. Although you get.
Is it a franchise?
Do you know? I don't know. Maybe it is. But it's a bit like I can't make this parallel because this is just going to come off badly. You can't choose who your cuddle partner is. It's like one of those group situations where you might end up picking the wrong keys out of the bowl. Yeah. You don't want to do that. But I'm assuming that with the boundaries comes
you're on thin ice, right?
No, you're not hugging me.
But surely you go around cuddling people, you can just choose not to cuddle the person again.
Or you just give the horrible one a really brief little squidge and move on. People love hugging me. I don't know why. Okay, doggles. Doggles. Like goggles, but for dogs.
For dogs.
On the beach, so they don't get sand and water in their eyeballs. Honestly, doggles. What a great name. Who named that? I love that. Frickin' love it.
That I'm going to have to look up.
Their line is, protects pets' eyes through sand, debris and water at the beach.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that's nice.
That's an absolutely brilliant name, though.
I've never worn goggles at the beach, and I'm a human. Maybe if I wore maybe if I wore goggles, I'd wear them. Don't know what they look like, but I have this vision of
Danielle goggles. Yeah.
Oh, yeah? That's clever. Thanks. Are you actually going to Google them right now?
No, I was going to write it down, but my pen's nowhere near me. So.
I'll just remember it's on this bit of paper, don't worry. Yeah. I've got 2 more. This one I'm just going to say, because it's got the weirdest name ever. Ship Snow Yo. What do you think that does? But that's not.
Is it yo? It returns back to you. Yo. Based.
No. Try the other half of the sentence. Ship Snow Yo.
Ship in a bottle.
No, it ships snow.
Ships snow.
Anywhere around the US.
Wait a minute, no.
Yes, actual snow. It literally delivers different quantities of snow anywhere in the US. That is a viable business. I get it for movies if you're filming Christmas Carol in June, but like, who else needs a quantity of snow?
That's almost like shipping fresh air.
Well, yeah, because you could just put a lot of it in the freezer and get. Well, you'd be there a while if you were just using your home freezer, obviously, to create an entire snowscape. But it's like I never thought of it that way. But yeah, ship snow yo. It's a thing, and it's quite successful. Who knew?
Is it really?
It is, yeah. It is. It's based in Boston.
They get a lot of snow there.
Which is weird. Do you think they dig it up and like store it for when customers need it? That's a lot of
because
freezer
Boston
space.
gets quite warm in the summer as well.
Yeah, that's a lot of freezer space, isn't it? You got a big freezer to store the amount of snow your customers might be demanding. And how do you know what they
Or maybe
need?
they just make it and call it.
How do you
call
make
it
snow?
snow.
Well, I know how you make snow. Oh, like that man out of Greek mythology. Who was he? Did they have snow in Greece? They didn't have snow in Greece. There wouldn't have been a Greek god of snow.
No, Danny, no.
That doesn't make any sense. It was thunder. Don't worry. Right, this is my favourite one. I think you're going to enjoy this one the most. They're called newticles. They are... I'm laughing already. They are, I have to read this, artificial testicular implants for pets to boost their self-esteem and for those animals that don't want their animal friends to know they've been done.
What?
Yes.
I can understand a human, maybe, but dogs don't know what's going on back there.
Well, apparently someone thinks they do. They're like, I ain't going to the park today, mate. You've chopped my bits off.
Well, Bobby the cockapoo, yeah,
Your dog, yeah.
once he'd got over the initial
shock,
something's different back there,
yeah,
he forgot about it.
Well, maybe he didn't. Maybe he's got severe self-esteem issues. Can you imagine the dog you'd have
No,
if he
I've
didn't
seen
have
him at the
those
park.
self-esteem
No,
issues?
He doesn't. No, he's fine.
Well, obviously
Yeah.
some dogs have self-esteem issues. Oh, they wouldn't need the
Can you imagine
artificial
that? Can you
testicular
imagine
implants. Also, you've just
Do dogs have self-esteem issues?
well, someone thinks they do. Maybe the dog whisperers think they do. I don't know who worked this out, but you know there are those people that like do lots of things for their pets, like carry them around in a handbag and buy them their own four-poster beds and
Give them
stuff.
funerals and things.
Yeah, there is definitely a market for people like pet psychologists.
Mm-hmm.
If you were a pet psychologist, having a relationship with a pet testicular implant person would be great, because all you do is go, oh, I've had a chat with Bob and he's feeling a bit low about his lack of ball sacks. Can you do something? But don't you worry, I've got a great referral for you and you get 10% off. That is a money-making scheme.
It is, yeah. The little network going overdrive there. Yeah.
It's like the black market of...
That's
I know.
amazing.
You didn't know that, did you?
No.
Did you know any of those
So
existed?
does it mean, it means pretty much anything goes? Yeah. Come on.
I think what I've taken from this is you can make anything into a business. There were some weird ones that didn't last.
Yeah, like...
I now can't remember because it was a while ago when I did the research.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit like, you know how they say there's someone out there for everyone?
Mm-hmm.
There is a market out there for everything.
There is. It's just a matter of how big that market is. Yeah.
And how much they're willing to pay for whatever it is you're offering.
And how you can reach them.
Yes. Niche marketing is in some ways easier than normal generic marketing, but in some ways it's also a lot harder because you have to find these people first.
Well, you've got to find them and they've got to register a demand as well.
Yes. I was having a conversation with someone. Their niche market was very specifically, their niche market was the Orthodox Jewish community, most of whom aren't on social media or any form of media.
Right.
So we had this really interesting conversation about how to actually reach those people. And we're talking about going back to old school postal direct marketing forms, because actually, when you've got a market like that, these people who sell snow obviously know who wants snow. Otherwise, they wouldn't have a business. You know, someone who rents a chicken, they know exactly what to say to these San Francisco housebound housewives who are desperate to cuddle a chicken. The foul lovers out there. There is a market. You just, once you know what your product is or your service is, or you've got a dearth of snow available and you need to get rid of it, don't know.
Yeah,
if you can find your customer and talk to them,
which comes first? It's the seeing the opportunity, isn't it? But actually, some of it seems like just inventing.
Well, Pet Rock was a joke.
Yeah,
that happened to take off.
I've seen them. It's googly eyes.
It's got the ones that I just did an impression of shaking my head, which you can't see. That. But like, I don't know who looked at a dog and went, looks like he's lacking self-esteem because you've just had him done. Let's do something about that. And maybe they experimented, like they hung a pair of cherries off his backside. Gave it a go with a couple of things. He seemed to perk up and they were like, yes, plastic testicles it is. I don't know. It's fascinating.
I'm gonna have to go and see what I can do about inventing something.
Okay, and you should also ask Bobby if he's embarrassed going to the park without his balls.
Yeah, maybe they need a UK arm.
Maybe.
Because it's an American thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Yes, it is, yeah. Wow. I know. That's my favourite one because it makes me giggle all the weird things I found on the internet. I'm going to perpetually be looking for weird businesses that I can wow you with.
Or franchise.
Or franchise, but I'm also really concerned about Bobby, your dog, having no self-esteem. I think you've credited him with too much self-confidence. And he's back there worrying.
I know he's fine.
Okay, fine.
He's fine.
Okay, well, I'm worried about him on your behalf. I'll get him some doggles and some testicles. That'll be great. I'll absolutely love it. I'll love it. I'll just love it. Don't worry. So yeah, that was my weird and wonderful businesses. So if you come across any, you've got to save them as well.
All right. Yeah. We can revisit this at another time. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'll find out some more facts for you. Thank you very much. Thanks so much for listening and being a part of today's episode.
If you like what you've heard, or if you feel there's something missing, or you want to ask any questions, please get in contact.
And if you love listening to us as much as we love talking to you, subscribe, download, leave us a review. All the love helps.
Thank you.